all through my life, I guess I was anxious to do things, maybe too anxious. I did some things that I probably should have stayed home and not did, but you know, I went to Africa just to dig for diamonds. And I'd had a little training with the equipment before I went over there. So my partner was Vaughn Walker. He was my best friend. He was a cousin. We played together when we were children. And he made a lot of money in potatoes. He was a millionaire. And he had a chance to go over there and pick up some easy money by trading money for gold. He thought he could come back and make, and it wasn't so. But while he was there, one of the guys said, "Oh, why don't you stay here and mine for diamonds as long as you're here?" And he said, "I don't know what they look like." So he took a dime out of his pocket and threw it way out there, and you could see it, you know. And it convinced him that maybe that would be a good trick, so he called me. He said, what he really called me for is they had a D7 cat, and he knew I knew how to fix it, he thought. And I got over there and said, "Oh, Vaughn, I can't be a mechanic. I ain't no good for that. Besides, this thing is not going to work." I seen them guys on the bank of sand taking the pump apart, and they're not keeping track of the parts, and you can't buy any parts. And when I seen that, you can't survive here. And he didn't agree with me. We stayed there for about 10 days. And he said, "George, I think you're right. I don't think we can make it here. I got to go home. I got too many things going. Can't get tied up on this." And so I said, "Well, I don't have to go home if you'd like to. We'll make a deal. If I stay, can make it be lucky and find diamonds, I'll call you and we'll take all the expenses before we make any money. We'll take all the expenses out you've got." And I owed him a little bit of money too. He was good to me. He would just give me money and pay me back if one wanted to. I did that, but I didn't have him quite paid, so when he said, "Come over here," I went right quick. Anyway, being blessed, he was only gone a few days, and I hired a guy named Musatori that made himself a millionaire with digging for diamonds. I think, "Oh, he's a guy I want to give me information from, because I don't know a thing about it, except I did know how to run equipment pretty good." And so we finished diking off the Loafer River, dammed the water off, so I had to go around the island the other way. And then we'd pump the water out to the other side of the river. Then that exposed the bottom of the river. It's white sand. And we had to move that white sand, about 4 feet of it. We had to doze that out of the way. Then below that, then you'd find diamond colors, which is kind of a orange and red colored rocks. If you found them, you knew he was a diamond. Then they called that a millionaire sample if you found that. We had, I was hauling it out by the truckload and putting it in a safe place so it wouldn't get washed away. And I told him I had so many truckloads out in just a few days. And He couldn't figure out how I could do it. Anyway,
Did you ever find diamonds?
oh yeah. Well, we had the biggest pile of diamond gravel ever gotten out in Liberia, according to the president.
So did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah.
So how long were you there? When did you come back?
I was there about 4 months. Well, I was just going to say, we was very successful. But how to get the diamonds for ourselves so we could get them out of there was another problem. Anyway, I could be forever talking about this, so let's cut it short. And